Hi there, welcome to this unsponsored review of Bluehost, which I have used for 2 years. To be transparent, I am a Bluehost affiliate, but only because I am an active user and because I can recommend it for some people. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dave Siltura. I'm a voice actor working across 6 continents and an entrepreneur. I've used Bluehost for various online projects. This includes building landing pages for my online courses, creating authority sites, and developing portfolio sites for freelancers. So this entire video is coming from a creator, freelancer, entrepreneur perspective rather than, say, a developer perspective. And I don't use Bluehost in the Shopify kind of way, so I won't be focusing on the e-commerce aspect. As of today, all of my websites are hosted on Bluehost, so my experience with them is extensive, though not necessarily exhaustive. Let's get into it. How I found Bluehost. I found Bluehost in 2021 when I was in the market to change service providers. My web hosting provider back then from 2010 to 2021 was Fat Cow. It was a good budget option in the 2010s, but by 2021, I was already at that point in my career when I needed more quality of service rather than saving. So Black Friday came and I figured if I was going to change hosts, it would be on Black Friday so I could get a good deal. Bam, a Bluehost ad pops up while I'm watching YouTube. And I was already familiar with Bluehost because some leaders in my industry were already using it. I thought if these legends are using it, then it must be pretty good. I should mention that upon checking Google, Fat Cow has partnered with Bluehost, but they remain independent with different levels of hosting, pricing, and service. So this could mean that Fat Cow might improve in the future. When I was looking at new hosting providers, the main alternatives to Bluehost that I considered were SiteGround and DreamHost. Based on my research then, SiteGround often came out as the most premium option wherever I looked. And its main advantage is speed. They have data centers across the globe, whereas Bluehost primarily had data centers based in the US, but since then, they've expanded on that. Frankly speaking, the main thing that got me to choose Bluehost was price. For where my business was at that time, I knew that Bluehost would give me the results that I needed without overspending. And as of recording this, Bluehost is also among the 3 hosts recommended by WordPress.org. Now, to be frank, my research was far from perfect. I just stopped considering DreamHost altogether because at that time, I still had not seen a single DreamHost ad ever, and there was already a Black Friday deal going on for Bluehost. SiteGround might have had one, but I recall Bluehost having the most compelling offer at that time. Let's talk about speed. For speed, the Choice Plus plan was okay, a bit faster than my Fat Cow account, but not by much. Of course, the fewer images and less code I had on my site, the faster the speed was. But I eventually reached a point where I had a lot of media on my site, which slowed the performance down to about 8 seconds according to GT metrics. And I found that when I switched to the Pro plan, the exact same site would load in as fast as 2.2 seconds. But of course, as I added even more elements and media, the website began to slow down again. That, and I haven't been maintaining my sites very well with all these WordPress updates. Just something to note, both Choi Plus and Pro plans are part of Bluehost's shared hosting category. That means your websites and websites built by other users are sharing the same servers. Think of it as using a communal swimming pool. The difference with a Pro plan is that you're sharing a pool with fewer people, so you have cleaner water. Let's talk about uptime. Bluehost has a solid advertised uptime of 99.98%, so your website would only be down 0.02% of the time. To find out if this was true, I checked my email for all of my sites' downtime alerts. Here's how an alert would look. Between December 7th, 2022 and December 9th, 2023, which is a year and 2 days, I had 18 downtime alerts. I added the length of all the timeouts in the year, and in total, it was 339 minutes. This means that Bluehost had approximately 99.94% of uptime, or it was 0.04% short of their advertised uptime. Now, for most people, that really shouldn't be a problem because this deal is still a steal. To put it into perspective, that isn't even 6 hours of downtime for the whole year. Now, their own knowledge base says most issues are resolved in approximately 15 minutes. However, on extreme issues, it may take more than 15 minutes to resolve. In these extremely rare circumstances, the server may require additional time to resolve the issue. This can take several hours, and in very rare cases, as much as a day to get your server back up and running. Thankfully, for the whole year, downtime only exceeded 15 minutes 7 times and exceeded an hour only twice. I've never had my sites down for 3 hours or longer, so I still think that's an incredible level of stability. I can launch an online course and rest easy knowing that the worst could happen, at least in my experience, is that the site could go down for an hour tops. If the course launches 72 hours, I still have 71 hours to turn a profit. Again, this is just my experience as someone based in the Philippines. More downtime may happen during a launch, but it's highly unlikely. Let's talk about how Bluehost integrates so well with WordPress.
WordPress is renowned for search engine optimization and is one of my main reasons for choosing Bluehost, which has dedicated WordPress hosting. Some might say that WordPress is outdated because it uses PHP as its main programming language, but hey, Facebook uses it. WordPress is kind of like gasoline. Older tech, but with more stability and a massive ecosystem. Electric cars are an incredible technology, but they don't quite have a massive ecosystem yet. Quick facts on WordPress. WordPress usage has increased an average of 12% per year since 2011. 3. WordPress is used by 65.2% of all websites using a content management system. And here's more information from that HubSpot article. So, how are my websites actually doing? Some of these websites have made it to the top 5 of search results on Google and other search engines. Of course, there are many other factors leading to this, such as the quality of my content, my titles, keyword, niche. But what matters to me is the fact that you can get these results with Bluehost. My websites did not rank that high up when I was using my previous host. So when they did start to rank high when I switched to Bluehost, considering I did nothing to optimize my SEO, I was like, wow, this must be better than my previous host, because I never got these results with that host. And I have to mention that my websites taking up those top spots was completely unintentional. In fact, my main freelancing website did not have a single blog post. As we know, creating articles leads to good SEO. Now, the websites did have a number of voice demo reels, which are like 1-minute clips of what I can do with my voice. So it's possible that the listeners listening to my demos for an entire minute helped with increasing retention on my website. But other than that, I did not even have an SEO optimized blog. So obviously, I love how Bluehost helps with SEO. For designing a WordPress site on Bluehost, the options have dramatically improved over the years. WordPress has its own easy-to-use drag-and-drop builder now, which is great for minimalists. However, I personally lean towards being a power user, and I value having more flexibility in design and features, so I use the Divi WordPress theme. Using Divi, I've made course landing pages that have really sold my courses. Here are some of my stats. Of 373 people who got to the checkout page, 8.8% of them bought my $120 course. In other words, roughly for every 11 people who visited the checkout page, one of them would buy a $120 course. Again, there are many factors in play here, such as the quality of your offer or service, your copy, your marketing video, but the landing page as a whole is up there because it's the first thing that people see after clicking on your ad. And I didn't even use paid ads for this course, hence why such a small number of people got it. I did use separate software for the card itself, but Bluehost's main role was hosting the landing page. And I used the Divi theme to design it. Divi makes building websites kind of like playing with Lego blocks. Breaks your website down into sections, rows, columns, and individual module blocks. I've been using Divi since 2019, and I've been using themes from Divi's parent company, Elegant Themes, since 2010, and that's how I built my first website. So Divi's been in the game for a long time, and they're still innovating with things like Divi AI, which is AI-assisted website building. I'm personally not using Divi AI yet, not sure I will, because I'm personally very happy with Divi on its own. As of today, you can get Divi for an annual fee of $89 or get it lifetime for $249. Is $249 a lot of money? Yes, it is, but relative to hiring a webmaster and web designer on a retainer for $300 per month, and I've been offered that, I'll go with the $249 one time. That fee covers both the software license and 24/7 support, which I have used extensively. Considering it's been 4 years since I bought it, I'm glad I got the lifetime deal. And with no further payments, I continue to have access to lifetime support just in case I need it. By the way, if you're finding value in this video so far and you're considering getting Bluehost and or Divi, please consider using the affiliate links in the description below. Using those links when you sign up will help support the channel at no additional cost to you.
Alright, welcome to Bluehost's backend. I will be blurring quite a bit here, so please do bear with me, but I just wanted to give you a general idea of how it might look. This new look is actually a pretty recent update. It did not always look like this, but the menus largely remain the same. Alright, let's go to websites. Here is how that would look. You can easily add a new site by clicking Add Site over here. You got the settings. You got 2 buttons here for editing the site. Under Email and Office, you can buy your own Google Workspace email from within Bluehost. And here's the cPanel email. You can actually open this. So this is kind of like your very own Gmail for your website for all the emails that you created under your own .com. So instead of your emails ending with @gmail.com, they'd be like @yourdomain.com. And here's how the domains section would look. You can manage them and renew them from here. You can buy new domains from within Bluehost itself. You don't have to do that. You can actually get domains from Namecheap and GoDaddy and other services. Most of the time, I just get my domains from Bluehost because it's more convenient that way. So once you buy a domain, here's where you can transfer it. Under hosting, they will mention this. Do you want to create an online store? View store plans. And for security purposes, I have to skip this security center. The marketplace is where you can get additional Bluehost services. And oh, there's the live chat button right here. And we just click Start New. And this is what that looks like. All right, let's not waste our time.
Let's talk about Bluehost support. They mainly have a live chat function on their website, but you can call them. I've never had to though, thankfully. This might be surprising for some, but I have to say that support is one of my favorite reasons for choosing Bluehost. Some people might disagree with me, but I think that being happy with support has a lot to do with your expectation. For me, having a live chat option at all is impressive because this tends to be the downfall of other services. Others use a sluggish ticket system or email. Please wait, as all agents are busy right now type of message. I'd hop on their live chat and there would be an agent in 5 minutes tops. So they're available, but are they helpful? In my experience, they are 9 times out of 10. Many times when I didn't know how to do something technical with my website, like when I was figuring out how to set up my DNS records, they always pointed me in the right direction. Whenever something didn't work, they would do something on their end to fix it. Of course, I tried to just follow their instructions as much as possible because I think that's common courtesy. Now, what about the 1 agent out of 10 who isn't helpful? Well, I'd refresh the live chat till I found a new agent, and that agent usually solved the problem. In my perspective, simply having access to a technical team and having the option of getting them to do additional manual work for you 24/7 all year round, that is a crazy deal. Please do not abuse it. I know other services that charge what Bluehost charges for hosting for a support add-on. Now, more and more companies are turning to AI chatbots for their live support, and I think there's a good chance that Bluehost is going to take that route, but I do hope they still keep some live support agents, at least for when the AI chatbots aren't smart enough for those concerns. Price. What got me to switch to Bluehost was the WordPress Choice Plus plan, which had the best price to performance ratio that I had seen. These were the prices when I signed up for it. So when you add everything up, it's about $400 for your first 3 years if you choose the Choice Plus plan. Well, for me, I make decisions based on value and return on investment rather than just asking, is this the cheapest plan? So here I'm thinking $400, is that a lot of money? Yes, it is. But in my mind, I'm answering these 3 questions. 1. How many projects or products will it take for my website to pay for itself? For example, in my industry, it only takes one 90-minute explainer video project to get paid $400. 2, how soon can I get that many projects? Well, given that $400 gets you 3 years of hosting, what are the odds that you won't get a single $400 project in 3 years, considering the website helps you get clients?
3. How much money am I leaving on the table by not having a professional website? I'm thinking, if business is horrible and my website only helps me get 3 projects in the span of 3 years, assuming they each pay $400, that's $1,200 in 3 years, minus the $400 cost of hosting, that's $800 profit in 3 years. Divide that by 3 years, then I'm losing $267 per year by not getting this. But then, can't you get these benefits from other hosts? Like I said, I only ranked high on search engines once I switched over to Bluehost. So the way I see it, the price bump from my previous host to Bluehost, what I'm paying for is SEO, speed, and uptime. To me, it's worth it to pay $100 more per year than my previous host if it means I'll be getting a steadier stream of clients. Relative to the benefit, the extra price you pay is a small amount. And just to temper all of that, of course, all of this assumes is that you already have a product or service to offer. Money doesn't grow on websites. And even after you're done with the initial setup, you still have to market yourself. Let's talk about the pros. 1. Solid uptime. Having my sites up 99.94% of the time is still impressive. It means my online courses and freelancer websites are almost always accessible. 2. Price to performance ratio. Bluehost hit the sweet spot for me in terms of cost. It's almost like getting a premium service without breaking the bank. 3. Robust SEO. Since switching to Bluehost, I've seen my sites climb up the search rankings. 4. WordPress compatibility. As a WordPress user, Bluehost feels like a tailor-made suit. It complements WordPress's strengths, especially in SEO. 5. Design flexibility with Divi. Bluehost with Divi lets me become my own web designer. That covers both the aesthetic aspects and the functional aspects. 6. Responsive support. I've found their support team to be like a racing pit crew that you can rely on. Cons. 1. Speed variations. The site speed can fluctuate, especially when I load up on media and heavy content. 2. Occasional support hiccups. Every once in a while, I encounter a support agent that's not helpful. Not a deal breaker, but worth noting. 3. Additional costs. Bluehost on its own is reasonably priced, but additional plugins for power users may cost you more over time. 4. Data center limitations. Bluehost's US-centered data centers might limit global speed performance. Though as someone based in the Philippines, that has not been a deal breaker. 5. Constant upselling. From the moment you sign up to when you renew the next year, you will continue to find upsells in your backend panel. Personally, I've developed an ad blindness, and it's not like the ads are disrupting my workflows as with more in-your-face YouTube commercials, but the ads are there. Just thought I'd let you know. 6. WordPress learning curve. WordPress is a bit more traditional, and it isn't as sleek as new drag and drop builders, so you will still have to spend some time learning it. But it's not like you need to learn code. Coding helps, but WordPress has grown enough to work for those who don't know code at all. Overall, Bluehost has been a reliable ally in my journey as a voice actor and entrepreneur. It strikes a great balance between cost and performance, especially for my online courses and freelancer websites. The uptime is impressive, ensuring my sites are almost always up and running. While there are minor hiccups like occasional speed variations and upselling tactics, the overall value outweighs these issues. As someone based in the Philippines, its performance has been satisfactory. I do plan on sticking to Bluehost for the foreseeable future, and I recommend it to similar professionals looking for a dependable hosting service. If you are looking for uptimes of 99.99% or higher, I'm not sure this is the best solution for you. If you're considering giving Bluehost a try and want to support this channel, you can use my affiliate link in the description down below or use the card over here. Just click the link and it'll take you straight to the sign up page, or you can check out that link. Signing up through these links won't cost you extra, but it will help support this channel. See you in the next video.